anyway, Foundation, guys, let's chat about it for a little bit for the brethren, for all of the Foundation followers. Yeah, I like the Colors Cast on Netflix where it tells you what's going on in the scene. You know what else I like, Harmony, since I got ADHD? I like how is it Amazon? How if you push the down button, it tells you the actors' names that are on the screen and you can look at their chronology. You like that, right? Like, I like that. In fact, I'm so angry that I can't do that in the movie theater. Like, I'm like, yo, what is that? Oh, I don't got a remote. I'm in the movie theater.
Spoiled.
Yeah, I am. I know. I literally be in the movie like, I gotta use the bathroom, man. Oh, damn, I ain't got no, man. You can't pause it. You can't rewind it when I get back. All right. So it's for blind people. I was watching Bridgerton. I was like, damn, what are you talking about? Okay, let's do the Foundation.
She's talking about descriptive audio, what basically tells you what's going on in the scene. Like it has like an AI voice, and then it just basically tells you what's happening in each scene. That is like that.
It's too much.
Yeah, that's good luck.
Is it?
It's way too much. Yo,
yes. Is it in like a different like dialect? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you make it different dialect and stuff like that?
I don't know.
The motherfucker walks up to the motherfucker.
Yeah.
I might be kind of cool. Like, I think that'd be really funny.
Yeah, that might be kind of cool.
It's not, yes, because what it is up being is like you're reading the subtitles. And then while you're doing that, it says, Legolas picks up the arrow. Legolas jumps on the elephant. Legolas slides down the elephant and shoots it at Gimli.
Soul. Legolas jumps. You know what I'm saying? Like no soul with it. It's just like generic.
Nah, no soul. Yo, he jumped. Yo, he flew. It's gonna rain. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker, look out.
Here she come. Oh shit, here it go. You know that's what you talk about. You're so stupid. Yeah, I cannot do nothing with you. Yeah.
Sorry. I got way too excited with the description. Sorry.
No, that's what's up, man. But anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. And this is all right. We won't spend the whole time on it because, like I said, we did do a video on it already. But for those who are not in the know, Harmony, stop doing that to me. I'm gonna stop reading you because you take me into a whole different tangent. So those who are not in the know, finale of Foundation did recently air, and boy, oh boy, if you were not expecting a twist, then it may have hit you in the face. So I don't even know where to start other than to say maybe Yaz, if she wants to give us, I don't know if she's ready or not because we didn't really.
You want a breakdown?
We didn't necessarily talk about it, but I was just wondering if Yaz could,
break it down.
All right, y'all. So, woohoo! Season finale of Foundation was epic, and I mean epic in a way that it was so jaw-dropping. It was so brilliant. It was so diabolical. I gotta tip my hats to the fucking creators because who saw that fucking plot twist? I surely didn't. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know who the Mule is? Do you?
Ooh.
This one. So in this final episode, we get to see Gail and her storm of, badass people, trying to beat up the fucking Mule. But wait, there's some shit happening in Empire. And well, let's just say Brother Dusk has gone full batshit crazy. And he's like, you know what? If I'm going down, the fucking whole Empire's going down then. I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to take you with me. And I'm going to take you all. And he burned that shit to the motherfucking ground. So, where there was thousands, there is two. Empire is now deduced. And when I mean deduced, I mean all the clones are gone. But before we do this, what does Empire do? What does Brother Dusk do on his last day of inauguration and getting his fitted and making sure his nanobots are pumping in all that juices to make him look full and healthy for his last day before he turns to ash? This motherfucker goes and makes another baby. And he steals the baby. And runs away.
Yo, can I interrupt? Did he make the baby?
Well, he ungooed it. You know what I'm saying?
Said ungooed.
I don't know what the jelly is inside of the vat. You know what I'm saying? But he ungooed. He pushed the button. He was Demerzel, and he was like,
Okay.
I am your Bayta. He unFrankenstein that motherfucker, and he birthed him a new little baby empire, and decided that you know what, Empire, you ain't safe with these motherfuckers. I'm gonna take you with me, and you know what? It's my day to die, but fuck them. I ain't gonna die today. I'm gonna be the only one who makes it to live. Fuck them. And he takes the baby, and what does he do when he takes the baby? Not only does he burn the entire empire down, but he brings the baby to the incinerator where he is going to die himself and, be reborn. And what does he do? He gives Demerzel the ultimate fucking ultimatum. Your life, the baby's life. Who's more important? Push the button, incinerator, bitch. And what does Demerzel do? Yo, she got to protect Empire with her life. She fucking my baby. My baby. No. He fucking leaps and tries to use her robot body to protect that baby. And guess what happened? That baby went up like smoke. And then what the fuck? Demerzel literally died. How the fuck do you kill Demerzel? Like, let's just start there. Okay. Like, I'm in awe. Okay, Brother Dusk right here. This man has reached new limits of mental health, and they need to practice this Empire because he is like, I was okay with it yesterday. Not today. I'm like, fuck it. I'll burn the whole house down. This shit was so beautifully thought out. It was insane. Like I couldn't even be mad at him, to be honest with you. But the part that grind my gears about this whole rebellion of Brother Dusk was that he killed everybody in the tower, all the dead, clone babies. And then he proceeded to kill Demerzel and was like, ha ha ha, I'm the last Empire. It's me alone. And then guess what? Brother Day comes back and brings Demerzel before she dies, this robot head down from Mycogen, and he's like, you can connect. She connected right before she died. Thank you, fucking Jesus. And Brother Day, this was the saddest fucking moment of my life right here. This motherfucker. Brother Dusk was like, hey, I heard you got your nanobites out. And he was like, yeah, I did before I left Bro, did you see him kill? Did you see him kill Brother Day? Dusk, kill Day. I'm done with this fucking show. There better not be a season after this shit, because this shit, you killed the best Empire. What the fuck? Now we got the hide ones. Like, oh, I can't right now. But rest in peace to this hippie, beautiful specimen man that steals alien head robots and brings them back to his mother, sister, lover, whatever the fuck Demerzel is to him. I don't know at this point, but
brother, sister, mother.
Yeah, I mean, they crossed all the lines here. Okay, this is on the next fucking level with him and Demerzel. This love is fucking weird. Is she like a mother? Is she like a brother? I don't understand what is going on between the two of them. But he has this undenying faith that he has to do right by her, even though he went through so much trouble to fucking get away from this bitch. He still is faithful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. He dies for it though. Sad face. But then we get to see the real fucking plot twist. And that Gale infiltrates the Mule, and Beta's like, hey, I'm gonna fucking escape. I hear boots. Let's escape. Come on, Empire. Little Dawn and his little legs and staying in his bed, and he's like, I can't move. Go without me. Run! I would run. Leave me. It was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. That little. Yeah. And then guess what? The boyfriend of Gale. What the fuck was his Prater, whatever the fuck. Pritchard. Thank you, Bad Type. Pritchard meets up and he finds Bayta, only to be like, wait a minute, the Mule is close. Hold up. I don't know. And she's like, what's wrong? You okay? we're just trying to escape. You good? And guess what? They go find Gail, and Gail does this mega mind trick bullshit, and she kills the fucking what we thought was the mule. This man that, you know, mindstormed everybody, took over colonies, took over fucking, I don't even know how many planets this man took over, but this man is not the mule that we knew and we loved, because damn, he died like a little bitch real quick. I'm just saying, that was like, Gail did some Jedi mind trick and was like, guess what? I'm Harry. I'm my daughter. I'm all the things. I can fucking beat you. I'm a Jedi mind trick, bitch. Killed his ass. He went up like that. And then we find out, wait a minute. I'm still being controlled. The mule is not dead yet. There's someone in my mind still. And guess who's in the fucking room? Who wasn't in the fucking room before? Who's been in every fucking area the fucking mule has been that we have not noticed? And we got one clue last episode. And you know who that clue was from? Magnifico. Who's the person Magnifico was in love with and loves only in his whole world? Can anyone answer?
I only love Bayta.
Bayta! That's the mule. We were fucking wrong.
That's crazy.
It was fucking beautiful. And then Gail mind tricking her into making Magnifico play his little music thing and her getting on that frequency. And she's like, haha, bitch, reprogram that shit. It's gonna work for me. And then she escapes. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, this fucking episode got crazy. But wait, that wasn't the craziest fucking thing, okay? Before Demerzel died, I did tell you she sent out a signal. But where did the signal reach? The motherfucking robots. There's a motherfucking robot. Yo, the dude in the palace on the walls is alive and real. In the fucking paint, he's fucking real. Oh shit! I'm just saying, that's I can't. This show is so many layers of just brilliance. Fucking brilliance. Hats off to them. Foundation season finale. Yo, you got me. You fucking got me. I'm hooked and also pissed, okay? You fucking got me. Ugh.
Well, all right, first of all, thank you. Obviously, for a phenomenal breakdown.
Sorry, I know it was like chopped up, wasn't my normal smooth, but
no. And I mean, on the spot, by the way, full disclosure, yeah, sometimes we ask Yaz in advance and she knows. This time I was like, yo, yes. She was like, oh, okay, I guess. So thank you so much. But yeah, man. So yeah, as you seem real attached to this day.
I don't know what it is. I think it's he's like so rebellious and he's just like, fuck empire. I want to be a hippie. I want to be in my own oasis with these fucking creatures from the past. And like, I'm birthing ferrets and fucking giraffes. And like, you know, I got my little s'mores, my brown cutie. Like, I don't know. I guess because my husband kind of in ways, you know, resembles you know,
him.
Yeah, you know,
I can see it.
that resonates for me as like why he became my favorite character. But I was just like, bro, when he died, when we watched it together, I was next to my husband and he was watching the episode previous to that. And I was like, I have to walk away from you right now. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I cannot tell you because you'll get pissed off, but I'm going to fucking walk away right now. And he was like, okay. And then I went in the bathroom and I was like, how could they? And he was like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine. We're just not going to talk about it. And then yesterday, I had to wait till he came home from work and I was home from work. And we finally watched it together and he's looking at me and I'm like, do you fucking see why I screamed? And he was like, rest in peace, Day. We're smoking a day pack. Like, peace out, Day. And I was just like,
a day pack.
I was like, you're so mean. You're so
Yo.
My day, because like when he started watching, I was like, wait, he's still alive? Hold on, and I like didn't you know click and register like. This is the last time.
Yeah, man. Yo, you know what? I don't know, Ty. I feel like that was slightly predictable. I don't know. Did you feel like it was like he was gonna
what
when he shot Day? Like as soon as he said, "I have heard you had your nanites removed," I was like, "Don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't say it." He's like, "Yeah, that's right," but took his ass.
Yeah, after he just had wiped out pretty much. I mean, after you kill a baby, all bets off. I mean, like
That's what you like, right?
No, listen. I watched this. I watched this late last night just so it could be fresh and I could sleep on it. Like I could literally, go through my dreams and all of that kind of stuff. Yo, it left something. I was like, wow. Anytime I see villainry like this, I salivate. I get excited. It is the bad in Thai. Like, this is what I yearn for from directors taking risks. Don't listen, no bet, nothing is off the table. Maybe we got to kill a baby. Maybe not. Either way, listen, when he took that baby, I knew it was about to get good. I was already like, okay, this is crazy. But then when he put the baby down on the joint, and I was like, this is about to happen. I like, don't get me wrong. In real life, I would never want anything to happen to a baby. Just so I feel like I gotta preface that because there are haters out there. Like in real life, I would never. Bayta loves the kids.
Hashtag Bayta kills children.
Yeah. So just in real life, never. On TV, kill a baby, kill two. I'm just saying. When that dude took that baby and put that baby down there, put that baby, I said, "You're moving up my list. Where will you land? Only time can tell." And you guys already know how my list of villains, who's at the top of my list of villains.
Yeah, Joffrey.
Well, not anymore.
I was so sad. Oh! Brother Dusk is at the top.
First of all, in order to get to the top of my list, there has to be some things present. All right. Number one, you gotta have a name. And not just any name, but a good name. I don't think there's a name that gets better than Darkness.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Darkness. Darkness is pretty sick. That is pretty sick.
I was like, Darkness. Oh, they changed the game. You are no longer Dusk, but in essence, what is Dusk? Dusk is right before Darkness.
It is. It is true. It is true.
When I was watching this, and they said Darkness, I was like, damn. So you going deep with it. He said, yeah, I'm killing babies and shit. I'm killing babies. I'm killing brothers. I'm killing mothers. There is no loyalty
planets
to anything. To anything. I only care about me. That is the most villainous shit I've ever heard. I don't care about nobody but me. Oh my God. Listen, all I'm gonna say is I'm with you guys 150%. The writing on this season finale is what we as fans wait for. And listen, let's talk about a finale, right?
Right.
A finale should be an ending that is epic, of epic proportion, one that we love so much it gets us craving for more.
Yes.
And guess what? I came out of that shit with all of my motherfucking drug addictions. I was like, give me one foundation. I need a foundation right now. I might do some things I ain't never did for that foundation. Like, yo, this that's where I came. I know everybody who watched this shit came out of this foundation episode with this feeling of I need more. Give me more.
Yeah.
We had a conversation I think 2 weeks ago on Foundation, and I think I brought it up then where I said, "Yo, we're not talking enough about Bayta and the what you call it what's his name?
Warren.
Yeah. So we're not talking about them enough. And one of the things that I suspected was that she was a metallic. I did bring that up, and I said it because when she told the who we thought was the mule that he should leave. Remember when they was in the little makeshift hospital or whatever they were, where and then he was talking greasy to thing, and she was like, "I think you should leave." He just left.
Yeah,
I was like, that was
yeah. You know what? I didn't think about that. Yeah, that did happen. And I do remember being like,
yeah, that was very odd. Like she commanded him to do something, and he just did it. Interesting. So I thought at that moment, I was like, I wonder if she a metallic. But the shift and the switch, like this, the way that they did it and set it up, like it I know most people came in and was like, whoa, now that is what you call a twist. Like the fact that it was Bayta all along and she was orchestrating all this from behind the scenes while filming her scenes. Like this is, you don't understand. Like these two were basically social media influencers. Like this is what their life was. They were literally when we first encountered them by the pool sipping whatever while being videoed for the masses. So this is who we were introduced to as them. But the whole time she's the puppet master. And listen, I cannot say enough about this season. If there's an award that needs to be given, it should be there is no competition. And I love Alien Earth, but I cannot in any way, shape, or form co-sign anything outside of Foundation for every award that they have for best this, best actor, best supporter, best this, give it best everything for Foundation season 4, and man, oh my gosh, the bar has been set so high that I'm like, what else can you do to blow our minds in the next season? Like you've done every single thing, but I mean, I listen. And I'll get out of here. Again, Darkness, #1 villain of all time. The director. Listen, if you're gonna kill a baby, the best way to kill a baby on screen is to just turn it to ash. Like, I don't want you to do nothing to the baby, stab the baby. I don't want you throwing the baby up in the air, letting it hit the floor. I don't want you stomping the baby. Don't want you putting it in a bag, slaying it. I don't want to see none of that.
You giving it some thought.
Yes.
A lot.
If you're going to kill the baby on screen, disintegration is the best way to go. We just seen it. It is what it is. I'm sorry, not sorry, but listen, this darkness killed about 50 generations of clones in one fell swoop. This dude killed everything. The amount of body parts that just fell.
Oh my gosh!
Again, the director, chef's kiss.
And then there was like some of them were alive, like moving, like just.
Yeah.
Not show
like fish.
Let's just think about this for a second, Vince. Last episode, we thought this motherfucker was already like Looney Tune when he just killed billions and billions of people. Didn't bat an eye. Didn't bat a fucking eye. Went and had a meal afterwards. This is what I'm talking about. Is next level villainy. Next level villainy. Kill everything and go eat a meal. Kill the baby and go sit on your throne. Matter of fact, kill a baby, then kill your brother, then kill whoever else is in the room. That's what I'm talking about. Next level villainy. We need these kind of villains, Marvel. We need a one. Just give me one. I'm not asking for a lot. I just want one villain of this magnitude who has no real purpose other than justifying himself as being. I just want to be, and anybody who is against me being has to go. Mama, I'm sorry, you gotta go. Pops, I'm sorry, you gotta go. Baby bro, I'm sorry, not sorry, you gotta go. Everybody gotta go, man. It's a clearance sale. This is it. Everything's got to go. We putting it on the line. $5, $10, $15. Everything's got to go. That's all I'm saying. Woo!
Yo, somebody towel that man off right there. That man working hard, boy.
Get him some water. Get him some water.
Get that man some water, man. Come on. Go ahead. Yes.
The thing I think I love most about this show is if you've not heard anything about it or seen anything about it and you just started watching it, it's one of those shows that literally you can submerge yourself into. My husband, he didn't watch any of the seasons before season 3 came out, and he kept seeing all of the awesome news and, everything on Apple TV trying to like push it out. And he was like, you know what, maybe I should watch this. And he watched it and fucking fell in love with it. So I think this show is a catalyst for shows for people who don't normally watch, series like this, and they're like getting into, sci-fi and just how exactly, all the layers involved. This show would be perfect for that because it has so many different layers. It appeals to so many different people in different ways. You use your brain, like trying to piece things together. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so layered and it's so delicate. It's amazing. Like it's absolutely amazing. Cosign Foundation any fucking day. Go watch that shit on Apple TV.
I don't even think this is necessary, but if we're going to rate Foundation season 3 on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate it? Ty?
10.
Yes.
11.
I'm gonna say 10 too, man. Like it's a 10. Now don't get me wrong. It does get confusing. It's a little complex. You do have to pay close attention. So it's not for the meek. It's not for a layman meek who wants to watch things explode and just have everything simply laid out. It does work. Like literally when we had our meeting last week, Ty, like after we watched it, like I was like, okay, how did this like explain, and Ant and Ty had to Ant and Yaz just like, okay, I was like, oh, okay, because like when you learn that Bayta is the Mule, I'm like, well, how long has that been the case? Was she the Mule when the Mule landed on her planet? Like there's so many more questions that we have. And also, you said, was it you or was it, I don't know, somebody on the panel said that there's only one more clone. There's not. Dawn is still around. He just don't have no legs, right? So we don't know what, and again, we don't know as we go into now that we have a season 4 to look forward to. We don't know whether or not the story, as the seasons tend to time jump, if it's going to even involve anybody from this timeline,
but robots.
It has to. It has to. Like, because if you get rid of dark after darkness just pulled all of that, and then next season there is no darkness because it's 357 years later, then that totally you're missing everything that was, unless they do not foreshadowing, but
the flashback.
Yeah, unless they do flashbacks, and I'm telling you, like right now, you have a star. A star was born right before our eyes. The whole time he's been lurking and just playing the background. I think Brother Day was clearly the star, like the star of the Empire Squad. He was the clear-cut star, but low key, who knew that my man, like Darkness, was the real star? Like the way, to do it with laughter. Like this nigga killed his brother and laughed about it, and then laid next to him and went to pour him a drink. Like, oh, not for you. I guess like the sinister, like the level of, it's like and in that moment, it gave Palpatine, it gave every dark villainous being that we've encountered over the course of years and years of watching television. It gave it, but it gave it from the very inception of a villain. It's giving the birth of Mr. Sinister, of that sinister dude that is like, like there's no reason outside of I just want to be. Like, all of this was a traumatic episode that happened where he so feared death that it pushed him to do the unthinkable, to survive. His survival the thing came in, and he was like, it's me against the world. No Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's me against the world. And he literally, everybody who was not for him being was against him. And he killed his mama, in essence, his brothers, his babies. Everybody had to go, man. Everybody. And that's God, I love it.
Next level Menendez brother shit. What's up, Yaz?
Okay, so the tool that they tell the fucking psycho history with, what is the tool called?
The Prime Radiant.
The Prime Radiant. Okay, so my question here is, for the next season, are we going to, because I mean, obviously Demerzel died with the Prime Radiant inside of her, and it was indestructible, as we learned, you know what I'm saying? Like, that freaking laser it destroyed a robot, but it couldn't destroy the Prime Radiant. So my question is Darkness now going to use that to see if the trajectory of when the timeline was supposed to, remember, they only had like 3 to 4 months right now before the timeline completely, because the Mule. So my question is, are we going to see Brother Dusk start trying to use the Radiant to try and see if the timeline has been changed now because of all the events that happened with the Mule and everything like that?
So what we learned in that moment, and this is where you had to really, really pay attention, was it wasn't the Mule. The Mule wasn't the reason that the Empiric dynasty ended. Remember, they said that, like, when they looking at the Prime Radiant, there was a period that happened and then everything went dark.
Right.
Like, that was foreshadowing
Brother
Darkness being the reason that the Empiric dynasty ended. Okay. So really, what you saw in the Prime Radiant was him. He was the real one that was. So the whole time they misinterpreted the way that it was broken down on the Prime Radiant. They misinterpreted it, and I think it was Demerzel, either Demerzel or Day, who said it was you all along, or like it was you. You were the
end of the Cleonic destiny.
Yeah, they called it something, but he was the obstruction, or the thing that caused the line to end. And he was the thing. So it was always him. It always came down to him. So that was the crazy part. That was like, that's why I said this. Like, it was such a twist of fate and twist of all of the things that you're like, boom. Because remember, when we leave the Mule is getting fucked up by Gale.
That's
Gale
true.
was like, yo, his music only works for me now.
Yeah.
We done twisted. We done made it to where his music empowers me. So look, in that moment, we know that the Mule's not dead, but we also know that the Mule was incapacitated in that moment. So that had nothing to do with nothing. Like, it was like, oh, they had they face off. Gale walked away. The Mule was on his knees, and here we are. Let's fast forward. We're going over here to Trantor, where the Empire is basically ending. You see the explosion of all of the clone tubes that facilitate all of the generations of Cleons going going further into the distance. So what we like, my hope for the next season is that we pick up right from there, and that Darkness continues to be the vicious, dark, like, conniving.
Yeah, because he's got nanites. He's never going to die.
I still hold this gun, this ray gun, that I can explode your planet at any given time. At the drop of a dime, if I feel some type of way, you up out of here. And I need that type of energy, because now what it's forcing everybody to do, and I believe that's what the whole push to what we saw is aiming at, is it's going to make everyone join forces. Now we have to join forces to go up against this dude who has a gun that can annihilate anything, who has no real,
empathy
or thought processes, other than I'm just gonna make sure that everybody's under my thumb at this point. So like that is gonna, like, if that's what happens, next season is gonna be dark. It's going to be vicious. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be everything that you need in a war, because guess what? War is upon us.
Well, what do you think is going to happen with the robots then? Because if darkness is taking over, obviously Gale is going to have to start pivoting, because now the Mule, which was her biggest threat and the humanity's biggest threat, is not anymore. It is now Brother Darkness. Still, Empire is still at the top, terrorizing everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now he's the biggest, that's like the biggest threat out of everything going on right now. But wait, Demerzel just sent out a fucking homing beacon to her people, and now they're like, I'm coming to Earth.
Well, it technically wasn't Demerzel, right? It was the new robot or whatever that was.
Well, she connected with it. She did the connection in order to, and that's why they were like, oh, Demerzel doesn't have
like Demerzel can't do that.
Like that bitch, like, you know what I'm saying? It was real, like, standoff, like, oh, that's not Demerzel, that's someone else. Like, we don't know who this is, but Demerzel can't do that shit. We know that.
New robot, who this? You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, and all right, but before we get to,
I think that, if I'm not mistaken, and someone in the comments correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the other robot's name is Daniil.
Oh yeah,
they were waiting. They were waiting for Daniil to come. You see what I'm saying? Like, because she was supposed to initiate the handshake with that robot. Like, in order for that robot head.
That's Kali or some Khalid. Kali. That's the black robot. No, Daniil is the head that he brought back from
the
Mycogen. Yeah, Mycogen. That was the robot head that basically turned into a projector and put the coordinates and then connected. And that's what they were saying, is that Demerzel connected with that head of the robot, which is Daniil, and something. And then she said, it's time. And then you see Earth in the background, or what looks to be Earth in the background, or whatever. But the biggest threat is still the biggest threat. Like that. Let's not move past that. The Mule still is the biggest threat. Why is the Mule the biggest threat? Because it can literally control whoever it wants outside of Gale, right? So with that being said,
and the robots.
Well, and robots, obviously, yes. So if that's being said, then if the Mule comes in contact with darkness and then takes him under her control, now she's the one that has the gun.
Oh shit!
Everybody and do whatever and all of that kind of stuff. And now he doesn't have to rely on a Demerzel to tell him yes or no. He doesn't have to rely on a Brother Day to also agree with him. Mm-hmm. And Dawn as far as he knows, Dawn is dead.
Yep.
So until Dawn resurfaces and challenges for the position on the throne, then that's it. But this is why I'm saying, when you have such a huge threat like darkness, it forces everybody who knows or kind of knows that he has this gun to try to come together and be like, look, we got to stop him first and foremost. We gotta just like in Star Wars, we gotta take out the Death Star. Like, if we don't take out the Death Star, all of this other shit don't matter.
Yeah,
because they gonna blow our planet up. They're gonna blow our rebel forces up, and this weapon cannot be in the universe. So yeah, right.
The stupid ass balloons. Like, I don't know what this has to do with balloons, but anyway, yo, Ty, to add on to that, I feel like this season was almost a pseudo merging of Foundation and Star Wars.
Kind of.
Like it's almost like this season Foundation became Star Wars. Like we now have an Empire with a Death Star versus the Rebellion. You know what I'm saying? With folks with Jedi mind tricks that are being used to serve their purpose. Like it literally is like this ushered us. Like I'm tempted to read the book. I want to read the book now. I might even want to start right where this ends off. Like I don't even want to read the whole thing. Like where's the part where Empire becomes, because I'm like so into it. So, but I do want to add on to one thing you said, just to add a little bit of perspective to this as well. You mentioned how this character is kind of taking the place of Joffrey, which is phenomenal because you stood on business for Joffrey holding the trophy for being the greatest villain of all time for the longest. I think the only difference, not the only difference, but one of the biggest difference in this particular instance is that Joffrey was an asshole from birth. Nothing needed to happen to make Joffrey into an asshole. He was just, his own family was like, oh my God, like this kid is an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no nexus moment, so to speak, where he was like, yo, I don't know, man. With Dust, he gave these motherfuckers every opportunity.
Yeah, conciliator to darkness.
Literally, like all he wanted to do was live. And he's like, wait a minute, let me get straight. We got 50 clones in a refrigerator upstairs that's kicking and screaming inside some water bottles, right? And you want me to walk to my death for what? They're like, why can you put me in a closet? Send me to a planet. Like, I just want to live. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, nah. And I remember he was like, all right, well, fine. If I gotta go, I gotta go. All right, before I go, planet, you gonna go ahead and die. I'm gonna kill your planet because your wife is on it. And all right. And then Demerzel was like, I still gotta kill you. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I get it. All right, fine. And like, so in this particular instance, for me, Ty, this is really a statement of structure collapse. This is really an instance in which the system was the culprit. The system made this villain. The system created this guy. Them having to kill him is what made him go nuts. Because literally, if he was like given another month, I think you have a completely different outcome. But they were so set on his death date. And because it worked for all these other Cleons, I think it was like the 30th or the 29th or something like that, because it worked for all of these. So we're going to march you right to your others. Meanwhile, there's other Cleons that have been killed that they just pushed the button and just brought a whole nother one back in the midst of their life. You want me, who loves my life. I even got a little chick that I had that I let her keep her memory, and she, you know what I'm saying? Like I like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we could walk off to the sunset with her. Yeah. And y'all won't even let me do that. And on top of that, the planet that I hail, the empire that I hail, and the politicians that represent that bureaucracy had the nerve to come to me, the ruler of everything, and tell me that they want to give my planet away. You're not asking. You're not sitting there saying, I'm throwing out ideas. I just want to see what you think about it. You was like, nah, I'm not here to consult. We just came to inform you. And so what was the first thing he said after he blew up the planets? He was like, oh, I just wanted to inform you. You know what I'm saying? So this is an instance. This is the beauty. I'm just speaking about the beauty of Foundation, because they could have easily just made this a maniacal asshole who just wants to kill and just has no meaning for it. But they really literally gave everybody in the entire Empire staff a chance to not make him into the villain, but they made him into the villain. And that's the funny part to me. Not funny, but that's the ironic part, is that the structure that held this whole entire universe or this galaxy together for so long is also the structure that pushed him to insanity, that made him want to kill off whoever the hell got in his way. Now I do. Go ahead. What's up, Ty?
Oh. I just wanted to say this last piece, right? The way it goes together. The fact that his name is Darkness, and the fact that everything he did was from the shadows, like it just like from building the quote unquote Death Star. He did that from the shadows. Nobody knew about it until he told everybody about it, or told, who he told about it. Demerzel didn't even know about it. So like the stuff that he's been the way that the director kept him in the background for this moment for this very moment. Like,
Right.
yo, you know that he's there, but you don't pay a lot of attention to him because we're over here following Day and his struggle.
He's not a threat.
And he's older. He's older. He gives the appearance of vulnerability and all of that, and feeble and all of that kind of stuff. So the fact that he comes out this way, and this is an iconic coming out party. Like, this is iconic. I agree with you that there was trauma that turned him, but I also believe that this always resides in all of them, because this is a DNA type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the telling time when things were starting to be unlocked is when he killed Day's little ferret, stomped it out. And I was like, you know how sick you gotta be to stomp out a ferret? Like,
he ate the brain of the baby lamb.
Yo, I'm just saying, like this dude, yes. He's like, there were signs that he was definitely not the same thing with Nibs from Alien Earth.
Ooh.
Like,
are y'all caught up?
With the baby?
Yeah, absolutely caught up. Nibs was always messed up, because what you find out is she had trauma. She had trauma. Somebody must have touched her or did something to her, probably molested her, and which is why the whole baby thing. I think that's like that. This was always there. I think it was always there for Dusk, Dawn, and Day. It just takes a moment or something to happen traumatic to unlock that part of your mate.
Well, let me take a little. Let me challenge you a little bit. This Dusk,
yes,
was the most recent iteration of Dusk. There have been many Dusk that walked to their deaths.
Yes,
I am curious as to the last days of all the other Dusks, if they willingly walked to the incinerator, or if there was a moment where they was like, nah, fuck all that. I'm taking y'all with me.
They show us those moments. So before we know that Dusk is making the Nabacular, when he's trying to basically groom Dawn into, becoming the new Day, and they're, looking through all their memories to find out how long the first Cleon lived compared to their life sentence, basically, when they were, in that chamber in Empire. They got to see, if you remember, they got to see all the different Dawns, Dusk, basically going to the incinerator to get, incinerated. And only two of them tried to run. 3 in total ran. 1 was successful, and that was Darkness. So the first one, you see him walking, and then he's like, and then tries to turn around, and Demerzel's right there, and she turns him around and pushes him.
Oh man.
And then the next one, the dude, and you literally, you see him, he's like, run, man. And it's the same thing. She freaking stops him, pushes him in there. And I'm like, damn, when it's time to be incinerated, Demerzel does her job, and she makes sure. So, I mean, but if you look, though, like you said, Bad Tie, it is in them. It's in their DNA. I mean, some of them, yes, they rose above and they just went to their deaths. But some of them were like, I don't want to fucking die right now. I want to fucking live, just like Darkness did. But you know what? Darkness was like, you know what? I'll fucking try with you people. I asked Demerzel a bunch of fucking times. I asked Dawn a bunch of fucking times. I even asked Day a bunch of fucking times. I went above and beyond. You know what? Every fucking time you guys were like, sorry, you're going to die. I think the last biggest push in why he actually killed Day was when Day came back to give Demerzel the head. He was like, they had a conversation. He was like, Dusk, I can help you live. I can give you more days. He's like, too fucking late.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He did.
He was like, fuck you. I'm done. I'm done with this shit. It's my way or the highway now. All y'all are fucked. He fully went full tweak mode and was like, you know what? I'm burning the castle down. You motherfuckers don't care. I don't care anymore.
I think maybe Ty, the difference with this Cleon is that there is a mule around, right? And that poses a different threat, which makes everybody a little more antsy. All the other Cleons didn't have to worry about a threat as great as a mule that was willing to take over. That was almost at the point of taking over the galaxy. So that might have been one of the contributing factors, you think?
Absolutely. Distraction. I mean, Demerzel said it herself. There's too many things going on today. That's too many. Like Dave was like, yo, it's just like it's too much shit. It's too much shit from like going on right now. Like, and so yeah, the distraction was needed in order. Because think about it, in order for him to set explosives on each and every level of that place, that takes time.
Hell yeah,
like, and you have to do it undetected.
Yeah.
So you have to have people to do that for you. He didn't do it. You know, his old ass ain't
right.
All the way up there do that shit. So he had
Demerzel don't find out.
And that's why I said you got to do it. You got to do it undetected. So at this point, when you see all of the stuff he's got a whole remote control that literally can explode each and every last, level of this whole establishment, and he's ready to do it all the way up until like I'm gonna save the baby for like, bro. Do you realize? Like you said something here today, like this was where Star Wars found its way into becoming a Sith. This was the birth of the Sith, and how a Sith becomes a Sith. Like, even think about it from terms of how Anakin became a Sith.
Yeah,
he had to go into a school and kill kids. So this is that. This is the literal blueprint on how to become evil. Wow. Like, this is that. We saw it here, right on. This is the foundation of how to become evil.
Let me add on to that. And the reason why Anakin had to kill kids was because he wanted to preserve life.
Yep.
It wasn't his own life. It was Padme's life. Yep. But ultimately, the choice between my life and these kids' life, or a life that I want and kids, selfishness. I don't even want to say self-preservation.
It was for her and the baby's lives is why he did that, to save hers and the kids' lives, is why he went on that whole like I'm fucking chopping down all the fucking mini Jedis, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's like that point of no return. Both these motherfuckers reached that shit, and they were like, you know what? I'm going full. I'm going in.
Let me say this too. I know there's a lot of comparisons of the Death Star with this what is he called?
Novacular.
The what?
Novacular.
The Novacular. I know there's a lot of, but allow me to just throw this out there that we can move on. This shit is worse than the Death Star. This shit, the Death Star ain't got this. The Death Star actually has to move close to your planet. If you remember, every time the Death Star was about to shoot something, they looked up in the sky, or they was getting. They actually had to travel to that planet to shoot them. This shit was set in wherever the hell it was, and was shooting from wherever it was. Like it didn't have to like travel. This shit was just wherever. You know what I'm saying?
Even more importantly than the Death Star, it doesn't have to recharge. That shit can shoot and then shoot again.
At one fucking time, right?
Pum pum. The Death Star shoots and it's got to recharge in time.
Right.
We got to recoup all of the energy that it took to. No, this shit is. Like, yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. You not playing with nothing.
That black hole was insane. Yeah. Like all the galaxies that popped in from the fucking from the planet being destroyed was insane. Yeah, you're so right, Ty.
Yeah, man. So look, but let me say this last piece, and then if y'all don't mind, I'll talk a little Alien Earth. Yeah. I want to say that, Ty, I have a bad feeling that you may be disappointed, because I sense if we're going based off history, we have yet to have any season that correlates with the prior season timeline, but based on a timeline. Every season there is a significant time jump. Yeah. Now I would would think that this would be no different. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that we now have a new place, but what I think that they might do is there might be another darkness, like a darkness clone of the darkness, where now the new order of business isn't that there's an empire, there's a dusk dawn, and there's a day, but now there's just darkness, and there's another darkness, and there's another darkness. You know what I'm saying? He may have natural kids through childbirth, who knows? But I sense that we're not going to pick up the next season right where this one leaves off. That's all what I'm saying.
I feel like we're going to expound more on Calais and her story and how, like, with the, with her dimensions and the 9 folding, because if you really think about it, in every single series, that was a pinnacle moment for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we discovered how to use the 9 folding, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is what changed everything for everyone, for Gale, for Harry. Like, it's what keeps us moving. You know what I'm saying? And then she shows up again with the robots. I think this is going to go into, you know what I'm saying? Like, her story, how the fuck does she keep popping up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is she? Is she a cyborg? Is she like an AI? Like, what exactly is her story, and why is her story so important for the Foundation in creating this universe? Because obviously she's been around for a really long time. You know what I'm saying? Her teachings have been because Gale learned about them when she was on her planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the teacher that, like, he was like, I can't let all these books, when they banned reading in her planet, like where she's actually from, he literally died with those things tied, that the 9 folding was tied to him in the ocean. She went in the ocean and got it out to learn about it so that she can learn how to basically solve the prime radiance. So I think Callie's story is what we're going into, and how it connects with the robots, and how all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, why that is so important with the robots and the history with the robots. Because I don't know.
Yep. Good point. But I think that is very significant that them robots was on the moon in the Earth's orbit at the very end.
See what I mean?
I don't know what that means, and why we're now being introduced to Earth.
Cybertron.
It is kind of giving Star Wars meets Terminator, right? There's like a, with the robots joint. And yes, thank you for I didn't even realize that the dude that we met, the robot guy, was the dude in the painting. Like, I didn't even put that together.
Anthony pointed that out because he was like, remember the painting? We kept seeing the painting of like Brother Dusk when he was like painting it. And I was like, yeah, that giant robot that was like he was bald, like he was a robot. And he was like, yeah, that was that fucking, and I was like, no way. So I went back. He is dead on. It is literally that guy to the fucking T. So Foundation, that's in all their stories. So it's got to be something that we're going to actually learn about now. Like, with that lineage that's on that wall, we know nothing about it, why it's so fucking important. We know that there's details on there, like the birds, you know what I'm saying? That, like, Brother Dusk or Brother Dawn killed that Brother Dusk, you know what I'm saying? Like, caught him and noticed that he was different. You know what I mean? Like, there's significant things and stories that like go into that mural, but we don't know what history is behind there, why that mural and the depictions that are on there are so important.
Well, hold on, time out, quick time out. Metatron, one of the folks, one of our gang members in the chat, Metatron from Supernatural, from the Bible, you angelic figure. You've read the books? Because if so, we need to talk to you. I need to talk to somebody who's read the books. I haven't read them. Are the books even called Foundation? What are the names? I don't even know what the books are called. So
that's a good question.
I got to get up on that. I feel like an idiot with a show based on this. We're supposed to tell you what that is, but it's just a natural conversation, man. So Metatron, if you've read the books, then you need to slide into our DMs so we can shoot you a link.
Whoever has read the book, slide into our DMs.
Yeah, if you read the books, man, consider yourself an honorary guest, because we need to discuss what the differences are, what to expect, what they may or may not have missed, what they changed. Things like that. That will be awesome, man. But we've already given this show, the season at least, a 10 out of 10. And I got to say, that's a big deal because every show does not have a 10 out of 10 season.